What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. It's episode number 15. Welcome back, and welcome to the series if you're new. It is episode 15. As I said in the last two episodes, you guys blew up the videos with support. We hadn't hit a single Trading to Glory episode with 1,000 likes until episode 13, and we're damn near 2,000 likes on that episode. On top of that, you guys smashed over 1,000 likes on episode 14 as well. I want to see if we can keep that streak going. Can we hit 1,000 likes on 3 Trading to Glory episodes in a row? Let's see it. Smash that like button down below, and let's keep that momentum going. To start today's video, we've got a 50K pack from the store, which was untradeable, but pretty easy to get. I mean, I just submitted a bunch of my untradeable Argentinians into that team, including one UCL card. The UCL card does go for a couple K, but it was not any hesitation from me, because that's a 50K pack and I'm only spending like 6-7K on the SBC. So I'm definitely going to do that. Most likely I probably won't get anything in return, but it's still fun to open 50K packs, and especially to start the episode off. But today we will be talking about the market crash that has come pretty early. Is this a Libertadores card? Unfortunately it is. That means we probably don't have a walkout, but we could have some board drops. We could have some board drops in this, which could make up for the terrible card that popped up. ELYYT is the only card in the pack that's worth mentioning. 85 rated, kind of getting our coins back if you think about it, but we'll just send everything into the club. All of these guys that are untradeable, if you do pack untradeable and they're duplicate, make sure to swap them with the players that are in your club, because a lot of the times you'll have the tradable version in your club, and you can send that to the transfer list like these three. Unfortunately for Gignac La Big Mac, we're going to have to quick sell him for 0 coins. Now, we can go back and get that Gignac out of quick sell recovery from the web app or the companion app, but it's an 81 rated striker. Probably not going to need it, but if we do, it's there. We'll remember that we discarded it. But today, we're going to be talking about the market crash. And if you take a look at some of the prices on the market crash, it's ridiculous. We're seeing a combination of, yeah, that 50K pack definitely is contributing. People are packing cards they already have in their club and then selling those cards in the club. But the big reason, end of weekend league, we're only 2 weeks away from Black Friday, and with the panic selling starting, we're seeing everybody sell their weekend league teams as well. So at the same time, we're seeing so much selling, and it has created what isn't the biggest market crash we've seen of the year so far. Normally it is, but not this year. We saw a market crash a couple weeks ago at the beginning of the game, which we had never seen before. This market crash, however, it was pretty easy to see it coming. If you guys have been following the Trading to Glory, and you've been following my lead with what to have in your transfer list, what to sell, we're in a pretty good position, because all we've got right now is SBC fodder. If you guys have seen the last episodes, you know we have Chilwell, Haustenberg, and Florenzi. Although they haven't risen, they haven't dropped. They're about the same price as what we got them for. They've been chilling, and we've seen a couple SBCs. With the cards that we've also seen dropping, it's pretty nice to have cards that haven't moved. If you're going into a market crash and you come out of that market crash with the same amount of coins you started with, that's still a W, because that means that you have the same amount of coins, but those coins have more buying power, which means that you can buy better cards, more cards, etc. So, with that being said, let's try to come out of the market crash with more coins, which means that we'll have more coins, and on top of that, those coins will be worth more. The good news is cards like Benzema have risen. We picked these Benzema cards up for about 31 to 32,000 coins. He's up to about 36,000 coins right now. A little bit of profit there. Di Maria, I thought was going to get into Team of the Week, so that was why I mainly invested in him, and he didn't get into Team of the Week, which threw me off. I thought he was for sure in, and he wasn't, which means that his card's not going to nearly rise as much, but it's still a cheap 87 rated card. What we've seen so far is Player of the Month Son. We've seen the Alexandro Road to the Final SBC. We've seen a Team of the Week Squad Building Challenge, which is helping the 83 and the 84 market. And then we've also seen leaks for an Icon SBC, which could be coming out near Black Friday. So with that being said, we've also got Mbappe's SBC, Lewandowski's SBC coming in the next coming days, and that's not to mention what EA could do with a possible another player SBC with the promotion that they're running with Road to the Final and for Road to the Final Europa League and Road to the Final Champions League. So with that being said, we're chilling on a little bit of fodder right now, a few 100,000 coins of that. But other than that, we have nothing meta in our club. And if we take a look at meta cards, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that up on your screen right now, here are some of the cards. I've put together this Excel sheet so we can see what has risen the most, what has dropped the most. And this is mostly dropping because it's a market crash. You can see there's a couple cards that are in green down there. RTTF Muriel, he's gone from 54K to 57K during this market crash. He's actually risen. Papu Gomez, he's gone from 227 to 235K. He's risen. But only 3% on Papu Gomez, 5% rise on RTTF Muriel. Nothing significant whatsoever. But if you take a look at those dark red numbers, you can take a look at Ben Yedder right there, 40K to 22K. Almost dropped, split in half, 45% of a drop on that card. Heung-min Son, 136K to 92,000 coins. That's a 32% drop. You also have to consider that that card had a player of the month that contributed to the drop of price. People that had Heung-min Son in their starting 11 probably went out, did that SBC for Son, and sold their regular card. So that contributed to the drop in price. But what I've noticed in this trend, I'm not going to go through every single card. You can look at it yourself. But the trend on the cards that have dropped the most are gold cards that also have had an inform. That is the specific card that has dropped the most. So you take a look at the likes of, it looks like Joe Gomez, right? This card, in comparison to Varane and Van Dijk, a very, very good card. Great center back cards, and probably the three most meta center back cards are Varane, Van Dijk, and Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez dropped 32%, while the other two cards only dropped 17%. Okay? That is a huge difference. And it's because Joe Gomez has an inform. And I think it has something to do with the fact that we currently have a Team of the Week SBC out right now. So people are getting these Joe Gomez informs from the Team of the Week SBC that's out right now, and they're not really having any need for a regular Joe Gomez anymore. That demand has really gone away. So that is contributing to the drop in Joe Gomez. He's going to drop at least 17% already, right? He was going to go down no matter what with this market crash. I just think that's the reason for the extra 15% drop. If you think about 15% drop, that's a big drop alone, okay? 17% drop on this list, it's only a light pink, right? But if you think about that as a whole, think about FIFA as a whole, 15% drop, that's huge. So put that into perspective with the likes of Valverde. That's another card who dropped a ton, 56%. He went from 23,000 coins to 10,000 coins. The biggest drop of any card on this list. And you know what that has in common with Joe Gomez? Valverde, he's got an inform, okay? That inform, it's getting packed a lot in that Team of the Week SBC, and that's going to contribute to the drop in price on Valverde. I mean, you might think, oh, okay, maybe that's a coincidence on Joe Gomez. You might think, oh, okay, maybe it's still a coincidence on Valverde. But you look at every single one of them. Look at Yedder, 45% drop. You know what he has? An inform that's out, okay? Not currently, but it's been out before. And with this Team of the Week upgrade, it includes all the informs. So that's what that has in common with it, all right? We're also seeing some pretty big drops on cards that don't have informs, though. And those I really, really like as investments. Langley, Griezmann. Not sure if Griezmann has an inform, but Langley, 46% drop on that card. Huge, huge drop. You look at some of the other meta cards, Neymar going from 1,135,000 to 1,014K. That's over 120,000 coins of loss before tax. Before tax if you have a Neymar. But it's still only 10% of a drop, which means that even if he rises up back another 50,000 coins, that's still not profitable. Okay? He could go from 1,014,000 coins to 1,070,000 coins. It's really still not worth buying that Neymar. Okay? It's not going to make you profit. However, if you picked up a Valverde, which is down at 10,000 coins right now, and he went up to 14,000 coins, that's a significant rise. Because you got to consider that's going up about from 10,000 to 14,000 coins. That's rising a good like 30,000 or 30%, 25 to 30% in price. So that's a pretty big rise for a card that's at 10,000 coins. And we're seeing that drop from Valverde, 23K to 10K. How much lower could some of these cards go? Sergio Ramos has got an inform out right now. or an inform in those Team of the Week packs. So Sergio Ramos is another card to look at. 116 to 73K. That's a very meta card. That definitely caught my eye. I like that a lot. So those are some of my favorites in terms of gold cards. You look at the bottom part of this, I put some informs, some rule breakers, some road to the finals. The road to the finals have held up pretty well. RTTF Davies, on the other hand, dropped about 14 to 15% in price. And with those cards being dynamic, they're definitely more subject to being volatile and going back up. On the other hand, you've got RTTF Muriel and Papu Gomez that have risen in price. Rule Breaker Alex Teixeira's got down 18%. You've got Rule Breaker Royce only down 9%. Inform Yetter and Inform Valverde, those informs, Inform Ramos, those informs are down, but they're down between 15 and 20%. It's not nearly down as much as their gold cards. So that's something to consider right there. Another thing to consider, though, is that those are out of packs, especially after this Team of the Week upgrade expires. They'll be out of packs for sure. So they might have more of a reason to rise, especially if links come out for them. Rule Breaker Potence, he's down 28%. That's a pretty big drop. You got Walker down, gold card down 19%. And then you've got some icons at the bottom. They're not down very much, but they are down a lot when you consider if you have them. Eto, 87, you bought him for $2,270,000. He's down to $2,130,000. It's a 140K loss before tax. And the tax on that card is over 100,000 coins. So that's a huge loss on the card. Yet, if you bought the card for the low point and sold it at the high point, you're only making about 50,000 coin profit, if that. Which means that it's more of a chance of you losing coins on those cards than gaining. They're just so expensive that they're going to have to rise so much to make coins, yet they don't have to drop at all for you to lose a lot of coins because of the tax. Very dangerous to play that game with Eto, Cannavaro, Torres, and a lot of other icon cards. Yet, as we go through Black Friday, those elite cards like Eto and Torres, the elite cards like Neymar and Mbappe, those are the safer cards to be holding on to. Those are the cards that aren't going to be affected by a Black Friday supply. They're actually going to be helped by a Black Friday supply. So if you want to go into Black Friday with any cards, make it Eto, make it Torres, make it Neymar, make it Mbappe. Don't make it any of these smaller guys like Valverde. Don't make it any of the smaller guys like even Joe Gomez, or especially not Adama Traore, or those really low-rated guys like Halstenberg. Definitely don't make it them. Yet, if you wanted to trade before Black Friday, which there's still 2 weeks until then, some of these guys that are lower rated might be great flips. Tonight is Sunday night. This video goes up on Monday morning. It might be a great time to pick up a Valverde and sell that card overnight during the Squad Battle rewards. List it up. When the buying power rises, everybody's going to be thinking, okay, during Squad Battle rewards is the time to buy because that's when the supply hits. But realistically, that's when the demand hits as well. And that's when cards are going to start rising. Right when Squad Battle rewards drop. You might get lucky, get a sniper or two in before they start rising. But overall, cards are going to rise throughout the night. But on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's not much of a reason for people to be building their teams until about Wednesday and Thursday, when weekend league's about to begin. And I think that there's going to be a significant rise during that time. So, if you want to invest, go for some of these lower rated cards or the cards that have dropped more significantly on this list. Sell them quickly as a quick flip investment throughout the week. Don't hold it for more than 5 days maximum. And then go ahead and get rid of them and see it crash again next week. And I think that as we enter into Black Friday, this might be the biggest pre-crash that we see. I don't think that it's realistic to expect another 30+% drop on every single card. It's just not realistic. This is such a big market crash, and people don't really realize it because they're like, oh, well, Black Friday's in 2 weeks, it's going to go lower. While some cards might go slightly lower, do not expect cards to drop 37%. Do not expect cards to drop 56%. I don't even think you should expect them to drop over 20%. I think that's stretching it a ton. This is going to be the biggest pre-crash we see. Whether that means that they're at their lowest point or not, it's iffy. But this is the market crash for before Black Friday, okay? Whether the majority of the community realizes it or not, you're not going to see a percentage of a drop anything close to this until Team of the Year, okay? This is going to be the biggest drop until the Team of the Year crash, which will be late December, early January. We'll get to that when we get to that. This is the biggest drop we're going to see. And to think that it's not going to recover at least a little bit before Black Friday, especially because there's a literal weekend league in between now and the Black Friday even begins to be shown by EA. There might be 2 weekend leagues beforehand because Black Friday is not going to be until, let me open my calendar. It's the 15th right now. We've got weekend league starting on the 19th, 20th, going until the 22nd, and then Black Friday is on the 27th. So going into that weekend league will be Black Friday. So we have a full weekend league in between Black Friday. And now, there's going to be demand for cards. It's an opportunity to make profit. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be picking up some cards, and then I'll leave to you guys to make a decision on what card you want to pick up for this flip this week. And let me be clear. Once you see profit and you're happy with it, go for it, all right? Don't take any risks right now because the market will be volatile, but it's not gonna see a drop that we saw in the last 2 days. We're not gonna see that again until Team of the Year's crash. So just know that for sure. All right, guys, so we took a look at the cards that had dropped the most over the course of the last 2 or 3 days. And I decided to go out and buy some, as I said. So the main ones that I went in on are Mendy, because even though he only dropped about 28%, Mendy is a special guy, all right? There's something about him that even when the market crashes, he still holds and recovers very well. It happened last year, it's happened this year, so I like him. I picked him up for a little less than 100K. We also went in on Valverde because he dropped the most out of any card. That's kind of why I went in on him. Not that he's super meta or anything, but he went from 23K to 10K, so I decided to pick him up for a little less than 10K. Got a few of him. Also went on Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez is just super meta. You compare him to some other center backs like Van Dijk and Varane, he dropped a ton more. So I think his recovery can be a lot stronger. And plus he dropped a lot more after I made the first part of this video. So he went down to 79K. He actually got as low as about 73. So I was able to pick him up for like 71, 72 on some snipes. So we got some Joe Gomez. I also picked up Langley. He went down to 29K. I was able to get him for like 27. Mostly he went a little bit lower as well, but not by much. So we went in on all of those cards, and so I have actually not looked at their prices yet. So we'll go ahead and see how I've done with these cards. But I'll show you the cards that I've got so far. We're only at 65K. I bought a lot of cards. Plus, there's one of each card in my club as well because I was almost at my maximum 100 on the transfer list. So Langley picked up for like 27K right there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, about 10, maybe 11 of those. Joe Gomez right here. We got like a few of those. Maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 probably. Yeah, about 10 or 11 of Joe Gomez cards. We got all of those Joe Gomez cards for about 71,000 coins. And then we also picked up a couple Furlan Mendy's. I really like the Joe Gomez one. Also picked up a couple Furlan Mendy's. Got them for 96.5. I know I got a couple more. I don't have a ton of Mendy's, but I got a couple of them. Mendy, there's another right there, 97K. And then I got one in the club as well. All right, so we only got 3 Mendy's. And then I picked up a bunch of those Valverdes as well. And those are low budget. Got them for like 9,600 to like 9,200 in that range. So Clement Langley is the first one I'm looking at here. He's actually not risen a ton. And we picked up quite a few of them, like 11 or 12, right? He's not risen a ton. He's still chilling at like 29,000 to 30,000 coins. So it's not a huge profit on that card by any means, but it is profit because at this price, it's about 1,500 tax. And if I can sell it for probably about 30K, I could sell for 30K flat, especially with a shadow card on it. I'm making like 1.5K per card. We'll take a quick 15 to 20,000 coin profit like that. Sure, I was hoping for a little bit of a higher rise on Langley. Maybe I got to give him another hour or two, but he hasn't risen that much yet. Joe Gomez I have not looked at yet though, and neither have I looked at Valverde or Mendy. Joe Gomez we were picking up for about the price of 71,000 coins, and at this price you're looking at about 3,000 to 4,000 coin tax, but he's looking good. 78, 79, 79. There he is, and he's selling pretty quick at 79. So maybe about 80,000 coins. You sell at 80K. The tax is exactly 4K, which means you're making about 4 to 5, yeah, about 5,000 coins per card on Joe Gomez. That's solid. 5K per card, and we picked up a good 10 of them. We're making 5K per card. It's a nice quick 50,000 coins in our pocket. We'll take that. Furlan Mendy, let's go and take a look at him. Furlan Mendy we picked up for, what was it, 96, all right? 96 to 97K. 103, 104, 105, 106, 106. Wow, okay. 108. Going, oh, that just got listed. Is it even higher? 109. Okay, 109. That card's been listed for 20 minutes. So 109 for sure. Looks like it's an upward spiral. Could give it another hour and rise a couple more K. We only have 3 Mendys, but you got to think it's about 5,000 coin tax. We got them for 96, 97, making about 6 to 7K per card probably. About 6 to 7K per Mendy. That's pretty good. Mendy and Joe Gomez are making us bank. ELYYT's making us profit. It's not making as much profit as we wanted. And then Valverde, lower budget. How's he looking? So we got him for like 96, 97. Ooh. Oh, okay. So he has not risen at all. Bad call on Valverde for me picking up a few of him. Good thing he's not a lot of coins, so we didn't sink too many coins in him, even if we bought 10 of them. It's only 100K worth of Valverdes. I don't think we even got 10 of them. Maybe about 10. Probably is accurate. But ELYYT's making us a little profit. We're making a lot of profit on Joe Gomez, making a lot of profit on Mendy. And there's the Valverdes as well. Yeah, we got a decent bit of Valverdes. But after tax, we're probably losing like 500 coins per card on Valverde. We'll wait on them. We'll give everything another hour. But that's how we do it. I mean, you look at the cards that have dropped the most during a market crash, and this is just quick flipping. I mean, it only took 2 hours, right? From when we bought to when we sold. Only took 2 hours. And I think a lot of the buys that we decided on hit. They hit well. So that Joe Gomez was a good call. That Mendy was a good call. We'll definitely go and sell those on and make profit. But the thing is that I want to take the profit tonight. There's not much of a reason for people to buy Monday through Wednesday. With division rivals not being very relevant this year between the days of Monday and Wednesday, there's not much of a reason for people to buy their teams. Yet the people that haven't sold their weekend league teams could very well sell on Monday. On top of that, you've got the people waking up in Europe who haven't opened their squad battle rewards yet. A lot of those guys are going to open in the morning. That's going to have an impact on the market. And if we see both of those happen and the market starts dropping, you're going to see investors, like if I were to hold my cards, we're going to see investors who are holding on to these cards for too long. They're going to see the drop in prices. They're going to panic sell, and that's going to also contribute to dropping on the market. So the market could get even lower. It'll definitely be lower than what it is right now because it's on an upward spiral because of squad battle rewards. But it could go even lower a little bit than what it was at that lowest point earlier today, a couple hours ago. It could go even lower. So it really just comes down to when is that trigger and buy time for Black Friday's market crash. What I will tell you is it's probably going to be better to be early rather than late to the Black Friday investing, because once we hit a certain point the week before Black Friday and everybody's preparing for it, it's going to be a little bit too late at a certain point. So right now we're in a very safe period to buy. We're in a very safe period to where you don't have to panic buy either. But next week around the same time, it's going to be a very different feeling. It's going to be a very different market. And it's going to be a lot more panic. A lot more panic buying and selling, both sides. So make sure you're prepared for that, guys. Make sure to drop a like on today's video. That's all I ask from you guys in return. Drop a like. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes again. That would be absolutely insane. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are making some coins, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.